My men know the meaning
Oh.
of sacrifice.
Yes, lad. What a bunch of bloody draws. Oh my days. The deck is functioning. The deck is functioning very bloody well.
Truly.
Oh! Come on! What's up, guys? Speci here. Sunset Wanderers is a brand new card that you cannot craft. You can only get in a keg. And I got a premium version. So if you want to see the keg opening video, that's going to be on my channel soon. Now, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe because over 50% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. I've got Sunset Wanderers. I'm going to play in every faction and build a deck. You can also get this card for free on Friday, where you can watch Witchercon and get this for free if you don't want to craft it on Friday when you can craft it. I'm going to be doing a restream of the event where Twitch drops are enabled. So it's going to be 7 p.m. on Friday at 7 p.m. Central European Summertime. I got that, CEST. 7 p.m. on my Twitch. See you there. Twitch drops enabled. But let's build the deck. So first of all, what's this card doing? Starts guaranteed in your hand. Okay, at the far left side. And it's going to move to the right slowly but surely. When it eventually gets to the right, it's going to be boosted up. And then it's going to summon itself if you haven't passed. So basically it adds on extra tempo to a card you play. So it works in a very similar fashion to Dandelion Poet. Dandelion Poet, of course, 4 base strength. And if you guys played beta, you'll remember that when gold cards didn't have provisions, Poet was like an auto-include card. So it's a really, really powerful ability. Obviously, we've got Dandelion here. We've also got a reference to The Edge of the World, which, if any of you are book readers, you know is a fantastic short story. It's also in the Netflix Witcher series, which is a perfect combo, obviously, with Witchercon sort of being the hybrid between them. But we're going to build a Hyperthin deck for Nilfgaard. Tactical Decision is going to be the leader ability of choice. I played Nova Hyperthin last season because there was no cards apart from Rience that I wanted to play over 9 provisions, but now there is because of Sunset Wanderers. So with Rience, we're also going to be playing Rico. Now, we need to make sure we're not over-thinning, and yeah, so let's just look at all the thinning cards we're going to play first. So if you haven't played a Hyperthin deck before, the idea is you leave 1 card left in your deck, and then you play cards like Triss, Yennefer, Xarthisius, which capitalize on like a big card left in the deck. So the Golem, I guess we should put the big cards in first. The Golem is the new card instead of Tibor. It's 3 provisions cheaper and it's 1 power less. So, okay, you get 1 point less on all your hyper-thinning payoff cards, but you save a lot of provisions to play it. It's got to be worth it, in my opinion. So the Golem, and we're also playing the newly buffed Triss and Yennefer, both of them, as well as Vilgefortz and Xarthisius. So if our Golem is the last card in the deck, we can Yen for 12 points, Triss for 12 points of damage, Xarthisius for 12 points of boost, and then finally we can Vilgefortz one of our lower cards and summon the Golem out from the deck, skipping the deploy ability. Cool. Now let's look at the thinning cards, alright? So we're going to be playing double Mage Assassin, no surprises there. We're also going to be playing Affan as well as Dead Man's Tongue. Affan also just caught a 1-point buff as well. Now, often you play Roach and Knickers in these decks, and that is because of the fantastic, the wonderful payoff card that is the Viper Witcher Adept. However, if we play Knickers and Roach and all these other thinning cards, we actually overthin by 1. So one idea we had was to play Invo to counteract that, but then I played a game where Invo was stuck at the bottom of my deck and it proved to be just awkward. So instead of going down that route, what we've decided to do is kick the Knickers. And the reason we've gone for Roach instead of Knickers, because normally it's the other way around, is we can actually get Roach out early on with a gold card. We can choose when this leaves the deck. And to make sure that our Viper Witcher Adepts are still getting value, we're going to play a little bit of Clog in our deck. Okay, so this is the perfect amount of thinning we've got right here. Obviously, we need a way to thin the Mage Assassins, which we'll talk about a bit, and the Affan. But this is the perfect amount of thinning. We've got 9 thinning. We draw 10 cards at the start. We draw 6 cards each round. So 16 cards. So we need to thin by 9 to cycle the full 25 cards. So, of course, if someone uses Cantarella on us or clogs us, that becomes more awkward. But that's just a downside of Hyperthin. Okay, cool. So that's kind of the core components of the deck. But now let's look at the other cards we're going to put into thin, and also to have proactivity. So, first card I'm going to talk about is Albrich. Albrich got buffed. 6 provisions. Blightmaker, also 6 provisions. Now, in my Nova deck I played last season, I just had 1 Blightmaker in the deck. I was playing Couriers as well as like Alchemists and things. We're not using Couriers this time, because Couriers you can use to thin your Affan and your Mage Assassin by putting them on top. We're actually going to use the Vicovaro Novices in this one. The reason is the Vicovaro Novice has some really nice synergy with the Sunset Wanderers. If we have the Mage Assassins in hand or the Affan in hand, we can just let the Sunset Wanderers go past them, buffing up, and then we use a Vicovaro Novice to put that card on top of our deck, draw a card, and then it's going to play and thin the Mage Assassin. So that's going to give us extra carryover on our Sunset Wanderers. So we're playing, I think actually we're just playing a single Vicovaro Novice. In fact, we're just playing one of these. Also, the Tortoise got buffed. It's 4 provisions now. It's a really nice proactive option for us. So that is a absolute winner. So we've gone for that. Up next, I'm playing Maxii as well. Maxii is a really good card because I actually didn't talk about the Albrich much, did I? But Maxii can put the Golem on the bottom of our deck to guarantee if we've got like a... This is drawing a random card from... Well, it's drawing the top card. So if we've got 2 cards left, maybe we put them back with Snowdrop, we can make sure for sure that our Golem is going to be the bottom card and we don't brick. So Maxii also is going to be showing us the order of the deck, which is something that that Dead Man's Tongue doesn't do anymore. That was a bug. It was a really nice addition in Hyperthin, being able to see what's on top of your deck so you can plan your tactical decision and things like that. And Maxii just, not only does it put the Golem on bottom of the bottom of the deck, but it also is going to show us the order of the deck, which Dead Man's Tongue doesn't do. And yeah, why Albrich instead of a Blightmaker? Loads of you are going to be like, Specie, why are you not using 2 Blightmakers? Well, we can thin our Mage Assassins with our tactical decision leader ability. We're not playing Imprisonment with Bull, where like you rely on the Blightmakers to thin the Mage Assassins. We can do without them. And Albrich, while it is 1 point less than a Blightmaker on a Mage Assassin, it's actually it's more points on the Affan. But more importantly, the Albrich can also be used with the Imperial Golem as a carryover play, comparable to All God. We can use Albrich onto the Golem to put it at 14 points, which means we get 2 more points on our Yen, 2 more points of potential damage with Triss, 2 more points on Xarthisius, and finally, if we Vilgefortz out our Golem, it's 2 more points there. So the Albrich can be a massive carryover play, or we can also tutor our Snowdrop to put Snowdrop in our hand or on top of our deck, meaning we can combine it with our leader for that huge Snowdrop that can otherwise be a bit of a problem. And we're not losing points on the Blightmaker, because Blightmaker onto Snowdrop is 4 points, at least with the Albrich. Okay, it's 4 tempo, but it's also 2 carryover. So it's mainly just there because we can use it with Affan, we can use it with the Mage Assassins if we want, but ideally we're going to thin these cards with our leader, with the Vicovaro Novice, and then we're going to use the Albrich on the Golem, so it's a bit more flexible. Now, chat's going to help me out and remind me what the other cards are. Ah, yes, I remember. We don't have Knickers, so I'm a little bit concerned about early game, the Viper Witcher Adept, bricking. So, how do we save that? Well, we want to play some clog cards. Coated Weapons, Cynthia. Cynthia is just also like another proactive card. And finally, we've gone for the location. So, the location, again, is another little bit of clog. We can also play a Viper Witcher for more clog to add cards to our opponent's deck. If we are in a mirror matchup, for example, and we need to get the Viper Witcher Adepts ticking, we can of course play a Mentor for a lot of points. We could go for an Alchemist as a proactive play, but moreover, you can use it as an Adept. It's also going to thin the Roach from your deck, and you've instantly got that proactive engine, that Mentor, an Adept ticking along. So what the clog does as well is it also just obviously makes our opponent's top decks worse. Things like Vilgefortz can synergize with the location, where you put like a 1 strength card on top of your opponent's deck and you Vilgefortz into it. So the clog can go a long way. We're not trying to completely clog our opponent's deck and get Colgrim value. That's going to be another deck I'm going to make. Probably not going to use it on day 1 though. I just wanted to go all in Hyperthin. But the Cynthia is proactive. The Coated Weapons are a bit of removal. They make our opponent's top decks worse. They add more cards to our opponent's decks. So our Viper Witcher Adepts can be getting more consistent value. But we've got the maximum amount of thinning. If we add any more thinning to this deck, the deck becomes very ropey and inconsistent to the point where you're going to end up with 0 cards left in your deck, and you can have a bricked Triss, a bricked Yen. So that's the deck. I hope you do enjoy the Sunset Wanderer card. Like the video if you enjoy it. Comment, what decks do you want to see me play this patch? Particularly, what decks do you want to see me play with Sunset Wanderers? Wild Hunt is up next. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the games because they're pretty crazy.
High time to pay the piper.
Uh-oh. I just read Kuna saying Spyro of Frost. Is this Spyro? Or is this a Spyro connoisseur? Is this day one against Spyro? That'll be exciting. Nice. This is a really good card to have in my hand. It's not Spyro. Okay. I'm kind of sad about that, honest. If I'm honest. Frost is trash, is it? I'm going to play Frost after this. I have a feeling it's good. Honestly. My feeling is it's probably quite good. This card, like, look at this card. It's broken. And it just wrecked my tortoise too.
He's mocking me, I can tell.
Fortunately, they haven't thinned. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to play that card. But I'm pretty sure they can see my card moving along as well. Are the Spanish getting the dub? I could see it. Here comes Winter Queen, I would imagine. So I need to play my Dead Man's Tongue. No. Okay. Surely they're gonna get the Winter Queen out here, right? Nope. Alright. Perfect.
I'll bleed you out slow when I finally get you.
Yeah, but I want to play Sunset Wanderers, man. So maybe Frost isn't the best one to go. Ever gonna running Brathan's Emissary to shuffle Spy back for Golem? Nah, basically you just want to Vilgefortz your Golem. You never actually want to play it from hand. Like with T-Boil, you're paying a lot of provisions for the fact that it's a mill card, right? Whereas with Golem, you're not paying for that at all. But look at these cards. Like, we have to play these, right? This is literally exactly what we said. Knickers does help, but Roach is really what guarantees this. So they thin twice here, right? So to switch them back on, we need to thin twice. Good news, everyone. We can do it. Happy days. Happy, happy, happy. My only bronzes are flipping coated weapons. Bloody hell. I agree. This guy's committing a lot. I'm only playing bronzes. I hope my opponent's playing Ancient Foglets with the amount of bloody frost they have. Holy moly. I have a feeling that they aren't, though. They're also non-devotion, which is good to see. So I can actually play Winter... Yeah, it just makes sense. Avalak, Biting Frost. So you want to play this card for sure, right? I think Devotion's a bait, actually. Like, this card's really good in this deck.
Resistance is futile.
This card's not very good. Rip, though. This is Ranger locked as well.
That was not in the spell books. And the water, my lord. Not too warm, I trust.
Resistance is futile. They can pass here. Mage Assassin is dude. Yeah, it's based off Vlad. This is the face of Vlad. Let's see if What do you guys reckon? Should we slam the leader? I think we should, right? Like, Sunset Wanderers can be added to the tempo here. Just carry us through.
My men know the meaning
Oh.
of sacrifice.
Yes, lad. What a bunch of bloody draws. Oh my days. What a set of draws. Look at these boys go. Like, the amount of frost damage they've tanked as well, and they're still going. Snowdrop popping off. I kind of don't want to play the Vilg, though, because it's so overkill with the Sunset Wanderers as well, right? I doubt they can do the points. But look, Sunset Wanderers is still a far left card. Like, it's kind of nuts. But this, if this was just a bronze as well, if I just drew, like if I started the Albrich, I could have put like the flipping Golem on top or whatever, right? And played a card for like no tempo. Okay, we get the pass. Happy days. So if I was to have played Vilgefortz, Sunset Wanderers comes out too, and it's just overkill, innit? What an interesting round that was. And the game's not done yet. But yeah, if you pass, it doesn't. It can't come out when you pass. It would be super OP if it could, honestly. It'd be actually completely broken. Hand looks good, I think. I can never get 2-0'd because of Sunset Wanderers, right? This can't happen. Sunset Wanderers is just yet again smurfing. So we want to wait until Maxi's this side, right? Before we play her. So we'll start with Cynthia. Maxi's just enough to take it hit. Because Sunset Wanderers is coming out. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I think this is... We've just been tweaking it so many times, but I think we're finally settled. I think the little bit of clog goes a long way here as well. Like, they're just going to have nothing for round 3. 18 points. It ties. So I could go offensive Vilgefortz. We could put this in. Like, let's do that, right? Nagafar's crew on top. With the location. Vilgefortz. Offensively. Still not enough. It is, of course. I've got this. What I'm on about. Oh! The combos, man. And they've got a flipping golem on top, guys, as well. Alright, we didn't get to play the Maxi, but never mind. She was 1 point off doing it. She was 1 point off doing it. Look at this. Oh my. Okay, we didn't need 12 points as it turned out because Vilg smurfed so hard, but still. Rico is gone. Golem is gone. Happy days. We can Albrich the Golem for extra points on all the other cards.
Utter your wish, and I shall make it so.
Obviously, the Maxi isn't needed here, but she's just a safety net in other situations, right? We just drew all the thinning cards. This is why Albrich is better than a Blightmaker. Imagine a Blightmaker in this situation, right? It's just not doing anything for us.
Another little thunderbolt. Charmin.
Let's go. What a performance from the Sunset Wanderers. Oh, here comes Rience, this card that everyone says sucks. Smurfing yet again. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God. It works. I was nervous.
When I finish with them, there'll be nothing left to bury.
Get in. And we didn't overthin for the first time all day. Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Took me 4.5 hours, but we built a deck that doesn't overthin, guys. Unless Xarthisius hits a special card, bear in mind. Could all change.
There will be rain or frost.
Look at that Albrich smurfing.
There is no escape there.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Oh, let's go. Yes, that was smooth, man. Good old Albrich, right? What a guy. Oh, Patsy, GG. Okay. Okay. This is the deck. Alright, let's go again.
High time to pay
I need to record a bloody another YouTube intro, innit? But we'll play a couple games with it first still. Alright, let's go. Sunset Wanderers in my hand. Oh my god, what a coincidence. We're very good at drawing this card. It's almost like it's guaranteed. Ah, it's a bummer. It's a real bummer. One novice seems like the right amount of novices, to be fair. Wow, really now? Man's got proactivity on that. You're done, no? Yeah, we got a premium, man. Big moves, innit?
Corporations are
Buzzing.
people too.
Get clogged. My opponent's discarding because they think I'm an actual cloggers gamer. Love it. We love it. Right, me lovers, to work!
Now, how did that incantation go?
Veloa! Evelian!
Yo, Bo, thank God we did, mate. Holy moly. And we got it premium. And we got it premium. Nah, I didn't make it, Kezzus. How many kegs? Maybe like 350? Neutral kegs. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Neutral. Mate, it's so OP as well, bro. But yeah, Shinmiri did the maths on it. Got it first 50. Nice, Rashid. I'm glad you got it, man. That's good to. Trinet got it too. That's a good command, honestly. I mean, killing this seems worth it, right? Right? How do they do the points, actually? I know they have the bounty, which is probably how. I mean, like, spending is... I guess it's kind of good against me. But, like, what else do I play here, you know? It's kind of the problem. I mean, I could play Location, Alchemist, maybe. I only have good cards. Alchemist is terrible here, right? So just play this for value.
It's mocking me, I can tell.
$600 kegs, 500 on unpatched client. All of them ultimate. Yo, FPS. Really good, mate. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Shimmery did the maths yesterday. I wasn't watching the stream because I was streaming myself, but basically worked out 400 kegs neutral would give you 50% chance. Apparently. I can't verify that that is the case. Look at this carryover hand, though. Like, just four cards in my hand to carry over, and then one is a clog card that I would like to have played. Yeah, it always starts there. Yeah, really excited, man. I'm gonna be doing it on the channel. Twitch drops enabled, guys. Friday, 7 p.m. Central European
Knowledge is
summertime.
great power.
Be there or be square. Be there or be square. How'd the casting go? Went very well, mate. Thank you, Lefty. Yeah, it was a winner. You have to open neutral kegs and pray. I mean, you can also open ultimate kegs, but like your best odds by a mile are the neutral kegs. I opened like hundreds of them before I got it. And like I only got it once. I opened like 500 and I only got it once, right? Maybe he expected it to come down, yeah, because you can see it moving, right? Probably right, Bane. I want to play the Albrich. It's so weird to keep hold of this though, right? Doesn't really make much sense. Ah, could have been greedy.
Utter your wish, and I shall make it so.
He doesn't know how the card works, to be fair. They can see it moving in your hand, so... Yeah, I should have kept the Roach. Just believe they were going to dry pass with the full spend situation in it. I put Snowdrop on top as well instead of going greedy. How's the hand looking? Yeah, we're BST, but 6 p.m. BST, 7 p.m. CEST. Thanks, Wensky. I'm on it! Don't worry, I'm on it. Normally I would be rubbish with time zones, because I've been doing like... Well, basically since I started streaming, CEST is like... I think I've got the right time for it. Pretty sure I have. Like, this card, imagine not playing it. Like, we were actually... Aren't I overdrawing by 1? I hope not. I shouldn't be.
Appeals can be filed within 7 years.
1, 2, 3. Wait, am I actually? If I am, I'm actually just going to end it all. What? How am I overdrawing? How? Are you serious? You guys are having me on, right? This makes no sense. This doesn't make sense. I didn't overdraw last game, so why would I this time? What the hell? Are you telling me I've built the deck again and it still doesn't work? Is that what you're telling me, guys?
Little cuckoo perched upon a fence.
Fixed.
And the water, my lord. Not too.
Oh! Wait, I was fine? So the deck does work. So I just messed up. God damn it! It's fine. I can't blame chat too much on my track record that the deck's been wrong. But I got Jabate, it's fine. Never mind, this is still a nice play, right? We just obviously would have had 2 extra points off this, and now I'm going to have flipping cards stuck in my deck. Which is a yikes. But whatever. Shit happens. Quite like this Rience.
Let's you and me have some fun.
Maybe I could have made it better though, to be fair. Wait. Am I good to go?
A superb specimen, truly.
Drawing 2. Isn't this fine? This works, right? We're fine, right? It's actually all under control. Yeah. But I'm trying to wait for... Oh, yeah, I can shuffle back coated weapons as well. It's a really good point. So I should Snowdrop now, right? And then Maxi. I wanted to wait, though. I wanted to wait for more points on Sunset Wanderer, right?
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
I should have gone Cynthia first. Does anybody know if the deck is working or not? Does anybody have any idea? I think we're all clueless at this point. Nobody knows. By Xarthisius, the code weapons. It's a problem though, right? Oh, I should have gone Yen. Right, yeah. So I wasted a point on my one Sunset Wanderers. Look at this card, guys. How is this fair? Rience was useless. Didn't it kill a flipping thing? I could have saved it as well. Played for, what, 11? And it demanded an answer? I just should have played it later, to be honest. This card's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? I would say so.
For the Emperor!
So, guys, was chat right that I had... Were you guys right after all? No, I could have still just mulliganed through away. It didn't make a difference, right? My leader. We were fine either way, basically. Which is good. The deck is functioning. Deck is functioning very bloody well. We could have still taken an extra leader though, and we just would have had more points on Snowdrop, right? It wouldn't have made a difference. We wouldn't have thinned any extra or anything like that. Look at the points difference against Syndicate, by the way. Holy shit. Yeah, sick bounty value. Oh my days, what a card. It seemed like Dandelion meant to journey with the Witcher, even to the edge of the world. Edge of the world reference, let's go. What a story that is.
A superb specimen, truly.
Imagine not going for the bounty value. That's a weird one from me, dude. What's wrong with people not taking in their massive bounty?
I never err in my predictions.
Ultimate power. Ultimate power, mate.
See me smiling. I'm dead serious.
I'm dead serious. I'm Specimen.
I'm grateful. Truly.
Oh! Come on! Yeah, Syndicate was. I found that Syndicate was a really good matchup as well last season. And my opponent's got a bit of a weird one. Let's go. Let's go. I think we found the right mix as well, right? By kicking the knickers and adding some clog. Like, a little bit of clog goes a long way as well. Like, Tailbot nailed the whole, like, double-coated weapon Cynthia thing when he qualified for Masters, when he won Open 1, right? With his lockdown double-matic deck. He basically took the double-matic deck I had, added a bit of clog, and turned it from being, like, decent to, like, really bloody good. Let's go. Finally, the deck functions. How good is it? In this deck, it's bloody amazing. Get in.
Close ranks.
Alright. So, we need to try this in Wild Hunt afterwards, right? So I want to play Wild Hunt, but I want to play this card too. So it's going to be non-devotion. But anyway, I digress. Rico. Well, Knickers has got a go blood. So's the Golem, right? We need playable cards to the left of Sunset, right? Rico is not. I don't want either of these cards, but this is at least to the far right of my hand, so I'm going to kick the Rico. Because Sunset Wanderers, we want playable cards to the left, which as soon as possible as well, right? You can see why I need proactive plays, and look already, the location coming in clutch. It gives me that instant engine. So the Roach comes out, bang.
Bleed you out slow when I finally get you.
Knickers is here to join the party too. Beautiful. Looking good, fellas. We can go for Snowdrop next as well if we would like to. But I would rather wait a little bit. Let's buy another engine, mate.
Got ya! You bleating son of a dog!
Sunset Wanderers. Let's have it. Anira and Roderick are just consistency cards. You don't need consistency cards. Because if you compare... Thank you, Fanta. If you compare Rience and Rico, why you say you don't like them, they're points. Roderick is negative points and Neuromancy is 0 points. You're investing in thinning cards like Dead Man's Tongue, which are points, and you're thinning, right? Like, whereas the problem is if you're just playing a Neuromancy Roderick, you're just actually losing points from your deck. Give Rience a try. Believe in the Rience, mate. Trust me, it's good. Like, loads of pro players are playing him last season in Cloggers decks. It just fits in this list as well. Like, it fits. The only reason I wasn't playing it last season was because it was the only card I wanted to play that was over 9 provisions. So I decided it wasn't Rience that was the problem. It was the fact that I wanted to play Nova, right? That was the issue, because Nova was just smurfing so hard. But now there's other cards I want to play that are over 9 provisions. So Nova's definitely off the cards when this thing exists. Holy moly. Alright. So we could go for the Snowdrop now, but we just go Dead Man's Tongue. Remember, it's not going to show the order these at the moment. It's going to say these days. I think we should keep one Novice. We'll banish one Novice. Let's banish both. Just believe. We can use Albrich, right, to... We can use Albrich to thin a Mage Assassin. Like, if I had a Novice in hand here, I would have taken it. I could have drawn into it as well, right? I also want to get rid of this card. It's kind of a bit awkward. Having it so far to the right maybe wasn't ideal. This is like the main card I want to get rid of, right? But I'm going to keep it in hand at this point because I want more points off my Sunset Wanderers. Nice. So let's just get rid of cards to the left. My hand is like super unplayable now, but I could also slam leader, right? Hey! New card is bloody, honestly, OP. New card is OP, mate. Well fun as well. I love it. I'm so fucking glad I got it. Imagine how dead I would be inside if I didn't get it, guys. I would have been so gutted. I would have been so sad. That's my dad for another coffee. Alright. I go for the Snowdrop. Sure. Maybe I should have slammed my leader. I mean, this is still going to kill me, right? That's what it is, really. It's no big deal. I have the double Mage Assassin in hand. I think I'm just going to pass. This is just a lot of carryover I have now. Bang, bang. I can slam leader if they try and push for siege. I just kill the Treb. I think I just resist the siege bleed with my leader, to be honest. Definitely kick the Golem. Finally, Sunset Wanderers is this side of the Golem. I want playable cards. Yennefer's not really what I'm looking for here. Rience is nice. Maxii would have been better. They just pass. Tortoise. God. Sunset Wanderers is just ticking along. So Snowdrop was a lot of carryover. And this is what the Novice would do as well, right? The Novice would be 1 point of carryover. The Snowdrop was 2 points here. Plus 2 extra cards. Proactivity. Proactivity, remember, guys. Something we struggled for. We miss the Tortoise. But the Maxie's just so good here, right? Let's us put old matey at the bottom.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Golem goes to the bottom. It's proactive. And look, who needs a Blight Maker? This also just means we can't... The main thing is we can't draw a tactical decision, right? And I want to slam my leader, but obviously there's a problem. I would only mulligan 2 cards. Draw 2 and mulligan 2. 2, 3, 4. I could... Rience isn't guaranteed either, is it? I mean, Triss does kill this. This is like the awkward part of it, right? Where I just need more proactive options. So I haven't thinned enough yet, but I can't slam my leader because I've got 3 things to mulligan. Actually need to play 2 cards before I can leader.
An interesting
This is awkward.
choice.
Just believe.
Time for a rematch, Lady Yennefer.
Get in. If Rico, if Albrich wasn't near the top, would have been screwed, right? Seems a bit dodgy still. In fairness, we were also just quite unlucky to miss both the Tortoise and the Nilf Knight, right? But this is also, in fairness, I did banish Vicovaro Novice. I don't know. I feel like we just need maybe more proactive options. Still. Just because if we have like a 10 card round, we can't slam leader super early, but we also want the carryover.
Gladly help. If I live to
It's a bit
see
of a sticky one. So now I need to play another card. I just needed a novice, right? If I just had a novice here, we were fine. That was basically the issue. I should have just kept a novice. If I keep, this isn't the deck. This is me. So if I kept 1 novice and banished the Tortoise, we'd draw into the novice, maybe. I don't know. This is where the deck feels awkward, but it's fine. I mean, in fairness, we can just slam the Triss, right? Or we could slam the anything. Still decent. Look at this.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
We high rolled. I only just realized. Let's go. We high rolled. I have to leader before my Sunset Wanderers. Wait a second. Are we over thinning again? Have I done it again, chat?
I'm a medic. I
Fuck.
don't know what I'm doing.
How could I not build decks well enough? How am I over thinning again? How have I done this twice in a row? We're over flipping thinning, guys. Jesus. I'm actually terrible at building decks. Oh. So we need to play. Oh my god, I'm so bad. She just terrible at deck building. You just play it? Maybe. I mean, it does do the trick. It's really dumb. I shared the deck and it's over thinning. This is terrible.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
So I have to thin, right, to actually get my Hyperthin card payoff.
Ard Feainn! Snap and for the great sun! A clean kill.
Because this is just going to summon itself. I could have held on to my leader, but then all these cards are unplayable, right? No, so the thing is... Wait, was I... I'm so confused. I'm confused with myself. I think basically... what? If this thinned, I would have drawn the Golem as the last card, right? And I wouldn't have been able to put it back. Because I would have drawn 3. I'm confused. To be honest.
You want it done right, you do it yourself.
Is the deck over thinning? I think the deck's over thinning, guys. It's happened twice now. Jesus. Okay. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, so we could have got more points off of it.
So, shall we warm up with a
I think the deck, I just built it badly, right? I think I was just over thinning by 1.
Just great.
Which is awkward because I've already shared it and done a big talk about why it's the best deck. So maybe we just have to ditch Knickers? Feels a bit awkward for the Adept. We can lose 1 thinning, basically. You never ditch Affan, anything like that. It's probably just, yeah, Knickers or Roach. Could have leaded at 8 cards. Right, but the problem was that that's just also just deck building gone wrong, right? If that happens. But yeah.
We shall see what the future holds.
Basically, guys, the problem isn't the deck. It's the leader. Right? It's because I'm leadering. When I had to leader before Rience. The deck is fine. I just have to leader before Rience.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night.
I think that's all. Because you can't leader when there's no cards left. If you draw your last card with leader, you can't put one back. No. I don't know. The Vilgefortz is obviously too much. If we were to use Vilgefortz on our own thing. I'm confused. We are definitely overthinning by 1. Like if we use Vilgefortz on our own side of the board though. I think it's because I wasn't using Rience yesterday and I don't know. It's a weird one, right? But we won by an absolute mile. Which is always nice.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
Guys, Rience, have some respect. He's alright. He's chilling. Nova, right? This card now exists. This card's broken, dude. We want to play it.
I demand satisfaction! Now!
Yeah. So, maybe it's just time to ditch Knickers.
The sooner the better.
Problem with ditching Knickers is in like a mirror matchup, your Adepts are just going to get manhandled, right? But it also we could also play Invo instead of Location. Location was doing alright though, but yeah, we could play Invo. That'll be another fix, right? I ditch Rience before Knickers. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I'm not ditching Rience, so there's no way ditching Rience is correct. Did we lose? Easy game, right? No, we lost. Brilliant. Jeez. I mean, we wasted the whole flipping. We played a card we should have been thinning, right? So.